Kielty, plumbing, heating, cooling, celebrating 15 years of bringing comfort to you. Feeling guilty? Call RJ Kielty, they'll get your system working to cool you down. And if fixing a leak is what you seek, RJ Kielty service is the best around. RJ Kielty, plumbing, heating, cooling, over 50 years of bringing comfort to you.
And also, so Tanner is our main sponsor, has been our main sponsor every year. We're grateful for him. But also, we have some two sponsors underneath that, right underneath that. And we have Burkett Ace. Awesome, Burkett Ace Hardware. He's a handsome fellow. He yes, he's a pilot, just like Tanner. I'm sorry. When I moved over, did you see what happened there? I'm getting very swollen because Halloween's coming. Halloween's coming and things just happen. I get swollen. It's crazy. Anyway. So he's a pilot, handsome fellow, Burkett Ace Hardware. He also has the handyman service as well. So they come out to your house and fix all the things, all the trimmings, and all that fun stuff. Also, we have Nature Coast Roofing Solutions as the main sponsor. They put the roofs on your house so you don't get the rains and drizzles inside your house. So we have lots of other sponsors as well, but we'll get into that in a little bit. What have we got, Tanner? What else we got?
So we have a bunch of people here, everybody's stuff in bags. So I thought, how cool would it be to bring everybody in, kind of funnel in one by one.
Yes.
And kind of talk to them, so we'll start with Ron. Why?
I think it's hard to breathe in.
I enjoyed looking at you either way.
It's nice. It's nice to be nice.
Yeah. But Ron was like one of the founders. So, what drew you to, I guess, the Huboween?
Well, as Regan had touched on it, there was previous events that a lot of people look forward to in the community. And when COVID happened, a lot of that stuff came to a screeching halt, and people were really down in spirits. It was a pretty rough time for a lot of people, myself included. And I remember Regan had brought up, at the time we had, the Hub, and the Hub Pro was, kind of in its early stages, and he had brought up, guys, there's something we could do. What can we do? Yada yada. He made some phone calls. He got the permission to make things happen, and then. I think our first event, we had 2 weeks to plan it, right?
2 weeks.
3 weeks.
2 weeks to plan. And listen, guys.
And we still raised $10,000.
We raised $10,000 and we gave it all to Marjorie's Hope.
Mm-hmm. And they also raised some of their own money at the front as well, I believe.
Yes.
And now, Regan, last time I was looking.
Who's this Regan fellow?
Father Time.
What the hell is that guy? I don't even know.
Last time I was looking, I think the VIP Speed Pass tickets were pretty close to being sold out.
Correct.
Are there still some available?
There are still some available, and it's only $100, Ron.
And what do you get with the VIP Speed Pass?
So this beautiful bag that we just stuffed with all the trinkets and all this great stuff inside this swag bag. And also, you can go as many times as you want, and you get to skip the line
you
as
get
well.
To skip the line. So there's no. I remember last year there was only 100 of them available total.
Yes.
So that's done on purpose so that this way there's not a million people in the VIP line.
Otherwise, you wouldn't be VIP, ladies. Hello.
There's no waiting. It's you breeze right through. So if you see some people that are waiting in line, maybe it's a good idea to think about buying a VIP ticket.
I agree. I like that he was a little subtle plug. He's such a good salesman. I absolutely love it. And if I didn't have this helmet on, I couldn't call that. It was fantastic. I love it.
I'm not sure if my number's right. I think there was 16 or 17 still available.
Yeah, you know what? That's close enough. That's what I'm talking about. And there's so many things going on. We have Tayler. Tayler's behind the scenes right now. She's the marketing director for this guy right here. Beautiful, beautiful young lady. Fantastic. She's behind the camera. She's going to be there all night handing out all these candy bags too. So don't forget to come and see Miss Tayler.
Oh, yeah. Lots and lots of candy. We're stuffing them right now.
We are stuffing them.
How much hours does it take every year to stuff all of it?
Listen, let's talk about me and you for a second.
Thousands of man hours.
Because listen, you're a soul that I want. You're a giving soul. And you're the people that I want to take your soul because you're so giving and you save the planet. And I need you in hell with me, okay? So I'm going to
You can
take
have
his soul soon. I'm going to take his soul. Okay, what were
I
you
got
saying?
3 kids. So
I
that's
got
a
lost
vacation
by
day.
your smell. You smell so wonderful. What now?
So I know this takes a lot of time. Everything that your guys' committee and everything that you guys do.
I think
So
it's
to
Calvin
talk
Klein,
about
but
that.
I'm not sure. Is it Drake Hardmore or Calvin Klein?
Ron, you go ahead and tell everybody how long this thing takes to put together. It's crazy.
Well, it started January planning. I think there was like a breather for maybe 2 or 3 months after the last one. And I think you guys got to it starting in January.
Yeah.
So there's the swag committee, there's the volunteer committee, there's the scare lot committee, there's the the marketing. There's so many different moving parts that make all of this happen. There's literally thousands of man hours that go into it.
We have to give a shout out to
And it's
Mr.
all
Pasco News,
100%
Brian
volunteer.
Farrow.
Oh yes.
Brian Farrow came on the team this year and started to do all the marketing stuff and put the advertisements out there. So thank you, Mr. Pasco News. Listen, it's a wonderful way to advertise your business too.
Follow that.
If you want to get out there, you can put your name out there through Brian Farrow at Pasco News. Thank you so much, sir. We really appreciate that. Thank you.
And
thousands of man hours.
yeah, thousands. I mean, there's volunteers. There's putting all that stuff
100%
together.
volunteer. I don't think there's
just-
anyone that's paid anything at all.
Yeah. No, nobody gets paid. It's just honestly, it's amazing.
Wait a minute. No one's getting paid? What the hell?
Get out of here! Just by soul.
My age is totally different. I'm getting souls, boys. I don't know about you.
That's your favorite. Yeah.
I'm getting souls.
Like Monsters Inc. when you scare
This
the
is
kids.
so true. But you know what? Let's be real. A lot of smiles come out of this event as well.
Yes.
There's so many people. You know the old people, like, all due respect, I'm going to see them in a couple of years anyway. But they come.
All the time.
They come. That's a real laugh, too. It's fantastic. Okay, so they come on the assisted living facilities buses. And then you and I and Ron, always we get on the buses and we say hello to them. And I say, hello, how are you? And
That's
they're the
perfect.
tons. And we hang out and we talk. And it's fun. I love it. So we invite all the assisted living facilities. And listen, you can bring a whole bus of people. And it's only $20 per vehicle. Go ahead and talk about that, Taylor.
Yeah, it's only $20 per people. So
per vehicle.
like per vehicle. Sorry. So $20 per vehicle. So you can bring a bus. You can bring a car.
Trailer.
You can bring
A
truck, you can
trailer
bring
with
a
a hairnet on the
trailer.
back.
Yeah.
Actually,
We don't
that'd be a
care
little
what you
hard to
bring,
navigate
you know?
terms.
You can bring it all. It's only it says it on the screen. It's amazing. Only $20 per vehicle. That's how it works. So it could be. I don't care if it's a school bus, folks. Go ahead and get a school bus and put 50 people on it. I don't know what the maximum occupancy on a school bus is, but hey, whatever it is, come on, and we want to see you. It's gonna be a fun time.
So let's talk about the front. What are you doing different?
Oh
in the
my
front?
goodness. Let's talk about the front. So let's talk about our friend. He was your friend way before my friend, Mr. Turnbull.
Yes.
Let's talk
Joe,
about that
he's the
gentleman.
man.
Joe Turnbull. What is he? He's an evangelist.
Evangelist.
Evangelist. Good word there. Good. See, it's all right here. It just takes a minute to come out. So he's an evangelist, and he said, "Hey, I have a stage for you." So he's giving us this beautiful stage up front, and then
Incredible.
we have Phil from Fast Breaks. He's giving us 2 huge LED screens on either side, so you guys can see what's happening inside the park while we're waiting out front. And then we have Jackie Jacqueline, right, from Magical Memories. She's singing on stage all night with her beautiful, lovely voice. She's so magical. Her face, I just want to take her face and just squeeze it and massage the cheeks. She's so lovely. We love her. She's so beautiful.
Be nice to Jackie. Somebody was mean last year.
She loves
Somebody was
me.
She cried.
Oh,
Let me tell you about Jackie really quickly. Not only, so she's an equestrian family. They all that fun stuff, you know. They go on the horses, and she actually has to go back and forth to Orlando for these 2. So she's driving to Orlando, doing the horsey stuff, and then coming back and singing, and then going back again. That's dedication, folks.
and she's been every year, right?
Every year.
Every
Since
year.
day one. And she hates
She's
me.
the-
She hates you. She absolutely cannot stand this guy right here. But she comes back. It's amazing.
She's a pretty good photographer too.
She's a
also.
phenomenal photographer. Listen, we do poses like this, and we come, and she just hits it every time. I'm gonna be on Vogue one day because of Jackie. She's just so fantastic. Does it bother you that I won't break character?
No.
Okay.
Because I can't do it.
Father time.
So Ron, there was one year where you came in the very beginning, right? And you Brian's got all the toys. You know, he's the toy guy. He's got toys on the yin yangs. He's got the Lightnings, the Cybertrucks, the TRXs, and who knows what he's got in his room? You know, who knows? So he's got
all kinds of lights, and
he's got all the toys. And one year he brought out his side-by-side. Oh my goodness, he took us for a spin. It was so fast. We did things inside Starkey Park you just shouldn't do. It was fantastic. So we're really grateful for that. And are you doing that now? Are you helping people this year as well? Like you taking them back and forth?
Yeah, so I'll be shuffling some of the volunteers back and forth. I'm going to set up a hayride with the Cybertruck to pull them from one side of the park to the other, drop them off at their
Oh my
steer
gosh, I completely forgot to say something. So there's another thing happening. It's coexisting with Huboween. And that's called the Scary Hub Grub at Starkey Market.
Yes.
So you guys have to think about this. For years, people are like, listen, I'm hungry. Your stupid little kids are in the background. I'm hungry. Well, shut up, because we figured it out for you. Listen, Starkey Market.
Say that a lot.
I'm very hungry. I gotta feed the beast. You know what I mean? So at Starkey Market, at the same time, if you want to go before Halloween, you go to Starkey Market. You grab a bunch of grub. And those dollars and cents are going to be raised as well for the charities. And listen, this year, very important, money is going to hurricane relief this year, and also all the children's for Christmas that would not normally get a Christmas, but now they're going to get a really great Christmas because you're donating and coming to Halloween. That's a beautiful thing.
Do we have a goal this year?
$100,000.
Okay, 100,000.
I would, Ron. I think we could do it. I don't know. What do you think?
I think we can. I think it's. I think we got very, very close in the past.
I think we were at 80 some odd $1,000 last year, and we're going to get there. It's just going to take time, but I think we could do it this year. And I know there are hurricanes and all that stuff came, but I think the people are going to come together. I think the community is going to come together, and they're going to show up at Halloween. And I'll tell you what, Taylor, we're looking for more volunteers because I hate to say it, a lot of people were affected from the stupid storm, stupid Mother Nature. Her and I have a little bone to pick. I'm Father Time. You know, she's Mother Nature. But listen, a lot of people were affected, and we need more volunteers now because those volunteers that were affected obviously can't volunteer their time. So tell them, Tanner, we need them.
We need volunteers. How can they sign up?
Oh, you're asking me things. Listen. I have people for this, okay? I'm just the talent.
We'll post it.
I'm just the talent, man. Okay, we have people for
I
that.
can put a link to the Huboween page.
Yes,
and,
it is. Yes,
Huboween 5, and
it's go.huboween.com. Go.huboween.com,
and there's a link for
and then there's links. Look for the link. Listen, you're smart people, okay? you just go to the website and you'll find it, okay? It's not that hard, okay? Jeez Louise, people. Ron, so listen, you're looking sexy these days. What else do you have going on in your life? I want to know what's going on really quick before we bring in our next guest.
My daughter, she's got upcoming softball championships.
Ooh.
Her team is they're awesome. Shout out to Guardian U 14-year-old Hannah. My son Gabriel, he just got straight A's in class, and so everything's good. Ronnie's continuing with his swim lessons, and making a lot of progress. Good. Things are good.
It's really nice to hear when people have successful, good stories. I really do like that because when I come to take your soul one day, it's amazing. I get to say, you did all that, but you know what? It doesn't matter anymore because I'm taking it. But good job. I'll make it stay a little bit longer if I choose. Okay. All right. So that being said, October 25th, October 26th, we got to bring more people in. Who are we going to bring in?
Let's bring in somebody who wants to talk about volunteers.
That would either be Missy Hoskins or Marcia Corzero Alfaro.
Should I get both?
If you could pick one of those people out, that would be wonderful. Everyone, Rob Smith, how do we get a hold of your company?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Really quick.
He makes all the papers sparkly.
He makes them sexy.
Glossy and beautiful.
So
he's the
I
man.
own Premier Coatings brick paver ceiling. What we do is we make brick pavers look sexy again, basically. If you've got ugly, old, worn out, dirty, or dry looking pavers, we can fix it. Not only old and ugly pavers, we also protect and beautify new pavers so they stay looking beautiful for years to come. We have different options with up to a 5-year warranty, which I think is the longest in the industry. So PremierCoatingsFL.com, or you can call or text 727-237-5953.
That's 727-237-5953. He is the sexiest paving man on the planet.
I will say that bearded video.
There was for National Beard Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
He's got some pretty good looking bearded guys.
Yeah, some of them they were frolicking. It was nice.
He does. Very handsome. Okay,
I'll
that's
get
Ron
some-
Smith.
I'll get somebody in here.
Thank you. I love you, Ron Smith.
Thank you.
Say goodbye. Okay, he's leaving. He's leaving now. Okay, now it's me and the bald guy over here. Mr. Beetlejuice.
I got kind of a receding hair.
Like, let's be real. It's coming anyway, so you might as well just own it.
I know.
Let's just own it now, Tanner. Okay? You know you're a lovely wife. Like my husband's hot, but he's gonna be bald. I gotta deal with it.
So let's talk about while we're waiting here. Let's talk about you're gonna be helping with like hurricane relief.
Mhm.
You know, I know we were helping businesses that also got affected.
Well, let me tell you something. I gotta bring it down here for a second because it's a serious moment. But I will tell you that because of our community staying together and Hub Life Charities was born, all these great things. There's some private donors, and you know who you are. You know who they are, but you know who they are. We're not going to say anything.
Amazing people.
Amazing human beings, and we've already been able to help people during the hurricane times because of this. We've been able to help businesses that got flooded, and we've been able to, and it's every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. 1,000, 2,000, whatever it is. We've been able to help some people. So Hub Life Charities is going to be giving money back to the community. We've also collaborated with a new group that has been born, which is called Pasco Brave, which is
Incredible.
Angel Cook. Oh my goodness! Let me just give that a
I'll keep going.
Yeah, Angel Cook and then Jen Burns. They actually were getting the program running. We also have Shay from Vein Shark, and then so many people. Missy Haskins, who just rolled in with us, and so many people have helped out during that time. So to answer your question, the money actually goes to kids' Christmas for less fortunate families. So we get Christmas presents under the
That was
tree.
the first goal.
Yep. And then we also had first goal number one for that, because that's always been the goal.
Yeah.
And then the second goal is also going to be now to help individuals get back on their feet from hurricane relief. So really, 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 really good things. And I want to say something out there, okay? So I've had people come up to me, and you've heard this too. It's such an evil thing. What are you guys doing? It's an evil event. You can't do evil events. Let me tell you something. Even to the evangelists out there, this evil event brings so much money for positive things.
Right.
We're taking
Christmas.
we're flipping it on. We're flipping it on the devil, baby. We're flipping it on the devil, and we're doing so many great things for great people. So that's what we're gonna do. So now, Missy Hoskins is here, cruise planner. Look at this woman. Oh my goodness. I just looked for the first time, and you know what? I got a little feeling in my belly button. It's kind of nice. I love it. So she's here with her beauty. She's got a wonderful hat on. Tell us about how we're going to volunteer, all those things. What are we going to do?
Yes, we have volunteer needs. We have actor volunteers. You can get dressed up, go out there, scare our guests. Everybody has such a great time. Our volunteers come back year after year. But some of those kids, they age out, they're off to college, so we always need new faces out there. And this year we have traffic volunteers that we have a shortage of. We really need adult traffic volunteers. So we would really appreciate if you can sign up on our website to volunteer as an adult, or if the kids 15 or older can volunteer as an actor. And they will have fun. You can earn up to 16 hours of volunteer time because we are a nonprofit. So if you need volunteer hours, this is where you can get them. And it's the most fun you'll ever have while volunteering.
Yeah, honestly, when I was in high school, you need so many volunteer hours. I wish they had something like
Oh,
this.
I know.
You know, I did not so fun things. You know.
Yeah.
Listen, there's something I want to say right now. So bad.
I'm scared.
So bad, but it's G-rated. But I was gonna, never mind. We'll go back to that. Listen. Okay, so Missy, I gotta give you props because you come back year after year. You listen to these crazy people. I know you met all these people, and you're like, who are these crazy mental rejects who I'm dealing with? And now you're here, and you won't leave us alone. She's become a mental reject herself.
Exactly.
She's like, I just need to get around. Oh wait, my eyes just broke. What's happening? My eyes just broke. You don't understand.
Oh, not again.
Oh, no. 1 week before battery probably just died. Okay, listen. But Missy Hoskins has been nothing but phenomenal. But Missy, really quickly, we need to tell people you don't just volunteer your time. You also also have a business. Tell people how you make money.
Yes.
What do you do?
Yes, I own a cruise planners franchise, but don't let the name fool you. I plan land vacations as well.
Mhm.
And so all over the world, I can plan your vacation. It costs you nothing. And I work with preferred wholesalers, so I can actually save you money, hassle, time, all of it. And this is something I do every day. You don't plan vacations every day, so make sure that I can make sure that all the details are covered and nothing is missing, because you don't know what you don't know.
This is true.
And I will make sure all the bases are covered for you.
Yeah, everybody's dealing with enough stresses as it is. You know, we recently just got set up for a cruise that we're super excited for. My boys, I think they go on YouTube every day and look up cruise ships. Is this the cruise ship, Dad? Is this the
They
cruise
can't
ship? So, yeah, they
Yeah.
can't wait. You know, again, making memories. Same thing. You know,
Core
Huboween,
memories.
core memories.
Core memory. It's all about core memory.
Yes.
We were talking about, we were on, Tanner and I, with the lovely voices of Tanner and Regan. We were on 106.3 the other day, and it's going to be playing this week, I think, coming up. But we were talking about core memories. You guys have to think about it. The children that were 5 years old when Huboween just started, and now they're 10. That is literally their core memory lifetime and their period where that's their childhood. I go back to 5 to 10 years old, and all the things that I hung on to, my Thundercats, all my baseball cards, that's all those
You
years.
remember those little
Yes.
core things
This
that
is the core
shape your
period
life,
of time,
you know?
and we are a part of that. That's a really cool thing to do. So we got together, and everyone's like, "You gotta cancel." I'm like, no,
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
Not happening.
And we're like, no.
not happening. And even the county's like, "You gotta cancel." We said, "Listen, county, listen up, dudes." No, that didn't happen. We took care of that. We got a hold of the right people, and we're gonna move forward with Huboween. So thank you so much, Missy, so very much for volunteering year after year. Let me ask you a question though. Is it difficult in general getting people to just come together to volunteer their time?
You know, I think a lot of people have commitment issues.
That's what my wife says.
Yes.
You're still getting back every year.
They just don't know what it's going to be like, how hard it's going to be. But all the volunteers come to us and say, "I can't wait for next year." They are out there having fun. They love to come back year after year. So trust me, you're going to have fun. You're going to be well fed, hydrated. We take care of all of that
That's
for
true.
you.
There's always a lot of great food there too.
Yes.
Every year.
I'm running around.
That's weird because I don't eat the entire time. So that's
I don't think I ate,
Yeah.
but it looked good.
I'm glad you ate, Tanner. Wonderful. Whatever you ate, it's messing you up here. So we gotta it's got acid in it or something. I don't know what's going on. So, Missy, let me ask you a question. Who's another person that helps you bring all that together?
That is Marcia Cozera. Now you can say it better than I can.
Hold on, it's Marcia Cozera Ataro.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
Okay, so
She is amazing.
and she's kind of like your counterpart on this.
Yes, she's on the volunteer committee as well. She taught me because she had done it a year before I had. So she taught me everything about it, and we've just taken off with it and run with it. And we've had a great time.
What you've done is actually create. That's to me, that's what you've done because this came from nothing. We had no idea. I mean, look how organized our swag bag thing is here
Oh
today.
my God.
How quickly it's getting done.
Yeah.
Last year we were throwing things at people.
Yeah.
This year it's a very well-oiled machine, Tanner. And once again, we're grateful for Tanner for allowing us to use his state-of-the-art facility here that they built. No one does it better than Kielty, baby. No one does it better than Kielty. You know it, and I know it. So thank you for that. But Missy, we thank you for hopping on here today. Would you do us a favor? When you leave the room here, could you actually tell Marcia to come in here for a second? That would
Yes,
be wonderful.
We want you all.
absolutely will.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank
Think
you.
about it, Missy.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All
Thank
right.
you, Missy.
All right. So Missy, she just left. I'm watching her leave in all of her glory as she walks out of the room in her purple attire. It is. I'm sorry. I'll shut up now. I'm gonna need medicine after this.
This guy, let me talk about this. He's passed probably 3 personalities. I don't know. Man, he's so good at it. Last year up front, I don't even know what to say. He's got it all. You're always so scared of this.
Here's the truth, everybody. This is really me, okay?
That is
The
really
nice
good.
guy. I don't even know who that guy is. This is the guy. This is the guy that can say things. But I will tell you this. What's really cool is there's moments in time when the kids are coming through and they just look at you and they don't know to be scared and it's crazy to have this face on, right? Like it's scary, especially for a kid. And it's either you have a moment to go all in and scare them or say something positive with a positive voice. And as scary as this is, and I told this story multiple times. Come on in, Marcia. I'm going to finish this story up. And I told this a million times. Marcia's heard it. Tanner's heard it. But you guys got to hear it. It's the best story in the world. This beautiful, beautiful 5, 6 years old, 5 or 6, beautiful little girl, long hair, princess dress. She comes in, and she's in the back seat of the car. The parents are driving through 1, 2, 3 miles an hour, so you're able to walk with it, and the window's down. And she's in the middle, between the 2 seats. And I look at her, and in my split second thinking it's either scare her or say something nice. And I said, "You are the most beautiful," with this ugly face on. It's my face, really. I'm trying to look like really. But I said, "You're the most beautiful, lovely little girl, and I bet you're smart too." And her face, Tanner, the smile on that kid's face. So it wasn't fear that we instilled, it was happiness. So many great things come out of that. And one of the happy things that comes out of that just sat down in that chair. That's Marcia Cosetta Alfaro. Oh my goodness, she is here. She's been here since day one. Also, she is our Madam President. She's our Madam President of Hub Life Charities right there. What is she doing with the microphone?
I don't know what's going on right now.
It's really not that hard, okay?
You just gave me this
Is
paper
our
and I'm
microphone
sitting on it.
different in Costa Rica? Like, let's go, lady. Get your stuff together. Okay, so
You gotta do it all in
what
Spanish.
is she doing in the corner over there? I don't even know what. All right, let's let it go. All right, we introduced her. She's a phenomenal human being. Tell us all about Huboween and what you do with it and all that fun stuff. Go ahead.
Huboween is literally so close to our hearts. I know you probably told the story 1,000 times, but this was born in 2020. It's another COVID baby, right?
Mm-hmm.
We had nothing to do. Everything was closed up. Hollow Scream,
Yeah.
Halloween, Horror Nights, all that stuff was shut down. And we literally were in a chat, just chatting, hey, it sucks that kids have nothing to do this time around. What are we going to do? And it literally just, the idea was born like, what if we did some kind of a drive-through scare thing? And it was amazing to see like 20 people just throw ideas. And that's how Huboween was born. We planned this event, I want to say it was maybe 2 months, right, Regan? Or maybe
it
even
was
less.
weeks, girl.
The first
Yeah.
time
Weeks,
around, it
yeah.
was nothing.
Yeah.
And we had such a response from the community that
Line was
the
just
line was so
huge.
long out to Starkey Boulevard, Moon Lake, the Cubulus, all that stuff. It got shut down the first.
people were begging to be able to do something.
People were, and and this is my thing is that the businesses just showed up. Like people just showed up. Like, what do we do? And you can see it just like you saw it now with Helene, just like you saw it now with Milton. People are like, what can I do? People are not sitting idle. And so Huboween was born from that. And this is year 5, guys. And we've been there since. Every year it gets better organized. I am floored at the way that the swag bag went today. Like everything was labeled perfectly, organized perfectly. Every year it just gets better and better. And the best part of it is where that money goes. The first year was free. We didn't charge a thing. The next year we started charging per vehicle, which is really nothing. But when you're able to raise $79,000 like we did last year, and you're able to give half of that to Parks and Rec for their scholarships, for their summer scholarships for kids, and you're able to give Christmases to kids in our area, in our region that have even like paying off bills. Remember, people pay past due electric bills, water bills, like just helping the community. Just to see the smile on these families' faces is priceless. So that's why we do what we do, and I'm sure we're gonna keep doing it.
Let her talk. I'll be right back. Keep talking. Keep talking. I'll be right back. I love you.
Well, where are you going?
But that's why I love the Hub and the Hub Charities is, when we first started, I'm sure most people know, but all of our trucks, a lot of them have different themes with the different charities that we get to. So originally we were giving to national charities. And honestly, while that's good, I'm sure they help. We want to touch and help people in our community. And that's what I love about Hub Charities, help businesses in our community.
How long have you-
in our community.
Yeah, how long have you been? You've been now. This is your 3rd year, right? If I'm not
30
mistaken.
years, correct.
Yeah. So this is RJ Kielty's 3rd year involved with Huboween, and so to me, I'm also the president of Hub Life Charities. So to me, just to know that a business of your history, of your reputation, that you have put your trust in our charity year after year is like really, really speaks to us, you know. So we're really thankful for your sponsorship. It is, you know, it's not like you guys put a big chunk of money to make this happen. And not only that, but you allow us to use your resources, your training rooms for our meetings, for all the things that we need to do. And we really, you know, we couldn't do it without you. So we really appreciate the trust.
No, and it's earned trust, and people do come. Yeah, correct.
Mm-hmm.
And people come to me because automatically people's minds nowadays are thinking, oh, there's, you know, maybe this is lying in somebody's pocket or whatever, and it's not. It's 100%. So we're seeing more and more. Reagan was talking about it. Affluent people saying, hey, you know, with the hurricane stuff or with Huboween or just Hub Life Charities in general, Pasco Brave, whatever, people are like, hey, I want to help. And I know, and I want it to go to our community. You know what I mean? They don't want to have to do, you know, all the vetting and stuff like that. So they ask around and they, you know, it's honestly just a great,
like you said earlier, like at a national level where yes, you're helping other people, but you're not necessarily helping like your local community. So yeah, it does speak to, and I feel like what is interesting is that like now people know who Tanner Kielty is, for example, right?
Mm-hmm.
They know who Tanner is. They know who Jen Bird is. They know who Regan Weiss is. And so they know who Angel Cook is. And that's how this whole Pasco Brave thing started. There's not an organized, it's not an organization. It was Angel Cook watching Jen Verge in the back of a pickup truck handing out waters, and they both told each other, like, how can we organize our reach, because you have reach in the community, and how can we help more effectively, more efficiently, you know, and that is how all of a sudden we're working with these huge national organizations that are making big donations. And if, like you say, if it wasn't for that earned trust and that like earned credibility, then we wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, if it wasn't for starting Huboween back in the day and then Hub Life Charities, you know what I mean, and bringing all these people together and earn trust. I mean, that's honestly, it's amazing. What I love to see about the Pasco Brave thing, it was, you know, there's, you know, a chamber. You know, there's Rotary, you know, and there's Hub and Hub Pro and Hub Life Charities. And there was never a divide there, but, you know, everybody was trying to do their own thing.
It was great.
And the storm was obviously devastating, but it brought so many leaders in our community together that it was just
and you should have
incredible.
seen that, because there was no agenda. There was no struggle of power. You know, there's always a leader that stands out. There was none of that. It was like, what do we do? How do we do it?
Alpha female, especially.
Yeah. It was great. But
speaking of alpha female, the timing is impeccable. I love it. So this is another individual that's been there since day one, Mrs. Amanda Hart. Originally of Blackjack Raps, then Blackjack Media Group, now Nature Coast Roofing, and a million other things she does, Rotary and all that fun stuff. So she's been there since day one, and just kind of like a special thing, Amanda. What is Huboween? What does it mean to you? What does it mean to you? Let's just start with that.
Well, I always like to share that I'm not a huge fan of Halloween, but I'm a huge fan of raising money for the community. So Huboween to me means a bunch of fantastic leaders in our community putting on an event for the kids and the families. And I love that it's become a tradition. I know we were talking about that the other day, that a bunch of kids get in the back of trucks. A bunch of my friends, it's like a tradition for them. Their kids have grown up for the past 5 years going to Huboween. How cool is that? That we are leaving our legacy as a organization.
Yeah, we talked about it. I mean, just my kids, they're like, oh, I can't wait. They get scared, but I'm like, no, we're not putting the blinkers on for you guys. I want you guys to get scared a little bit.
Somebody actually texted me the other day, and they said, when I heard you say Huboween is happening, my kids actually jumped up and down. That's the impact. That's why we can't take it away. That's exactly the impact. Thank you, Amanda, for saying that.
And then, you know, my kids, they're older. You know, Hunter's 20, going on 23. He's been doing this for 5 years. So he started as a kid volunteering, and now he has a business, and we're
Yeah.
a sponsor, and he gets to still show up. So that's another aspect of it is generational.
Yeah. No, I remember just last year setting up the big flamingo.
Yeah, it's coming back.
Back good.
It's coming back. Yes,
I love
yes,
it.
yes.
God, Hunter's. I mean, all your kids are great, but Hunter, I'm just, I'm so proud of him.
The key is passing it on to the next generation of leaders. That's the whole goal. We have Marcia's got children. We have children. Obviously, Amanda. They have to take it on sooner or later. I believe we're all setting a goal. Not me. I don't know who this guy is. But I'm not. That guy Reagan doesn't set any good examples, but this guy, good example. And that's what we got to do. We got to lead them in the right direction.
I'm not gonna lie. After every year we do this too, we're like, why are we gonna do this next year? Because it's such a.
I literally can't move for about 7 days.
I know, it's true. And every year we say, we're not doing this again. And then we do it again.
Yeah.
We cannot, because of the things that we just talked about, because of the impact that we cannot not do it anymore. Like, we have to keep going. It just has to be done. People count on it now.
Yes.
This is like, pretty close to a year's worth of, of just work.
We started meeting in April, right?
Yeah.
April, May.
We
And
have
I
a
think
special
somebody
shout
said-
out though,
yeah,
Amanda.
yeah.
You got to talk about Home Depot. What's the
Yes,
shout
I
out?
was gonna say
yes.
Home Depot. Yes.
So, little plug, we're 9 days away from Huboween. Does
Yes.
that give anybody anxiety?
Yes.
A little bit. Okay. All right. Just so we're all on the same page. So actually Jen Burge got a phone call about 2 weeks ago, right before Helene hit, and the Home Depot said that we have all this Halloween stuff. We've heard of Huboween, and we see what you guys are doing, and we'd like to donate it all. And Jen calls me. She's like, Amanda, we need a box truck, and we need this. She's like, and she was working at Costco Brave. So of course, Tanner stepped up and had his team go to one Home Depot and pick everything up. And then come to find out, there's another Home Depot that wants to donate all their stuff. And Jen calls me and says, I don't know where we're going to put it. And I was out doing something too. So I called Brian and said, can we put it all in Blackjack? So it's housed in a couple different places. And it's just amazing how quickly we can we'll figure it out, right? We've learned
Make the experience even better.
yeah,
you know?
we've learned to pivot, and we're so absolutely grateful that Huboween got these donations from Home Depot. And actually, I found out later on down the road that was actually a parent of mine from my preschool years that has seen Huboween,
Wow.
and he's like, I was hoping that you were going to be here when we did the pickup. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not anywhere around.
Yeah.
So it's really just a great thing. And then, a lot of the business owners have to spend their money to decorate their lot. We don't have to worry about that anymore. So we
That takes a good.
That's a huge
That's
thing.
That is
That's huge.
Yeah.
We're basically become self-sufficient now. And then now we just need the business owners to show up and be the scarers as well. So they can still get publicity and they still get to be a part of it,
Right.
but don't have to spend, they can still spend money if they choose to do their own things, but they really don't have to anymore. That's a big deal.
And I do want to
And there's pallets and pallets and pallets. full
Yeah.
of stuff.
Yes.
I
That's a
want
lot
to do
of
a
stuff.
shameless
Thank you.
plug there, piggybacking on what you just said. If you have a business and you have 1-2 employees, if you have, if your spouse is your office manager, however it is, come on over and volunteer. Wear your business shirt, so that way, people can see it. We have 150 or so volunteer actors, which is amazing because everyone's going to get spooked. But we also need the volunteers who are going to be willing to help with traffic, just making sure that cars are flowing. Cars are supposed to be 5 miles an hour on a steady pace. We can't have backups. When we have that, it's like chaos.
Yes.
So we need adult volunteers that are willing to just help us with traffic. We have traffic ones, we have vests,
We'll feed you.
we'll feed you.
Yes.
Good
We have all the things. So if you are able, then you can. This is for the greatest cost, and we would love to have you. And again, bring your company t-shirt.
And that's really when we get to know some of the other businesses that we
When
don't
they
get to
show
see
up.
on a daily basis.
Yep.
We get to meet their husbands and their families. Some people that we talk to on the phone daily, but we don't get the opportunity to meet in person. And it's really a good networking event too.
Yeah,
It is.
People ask all the time, how do I get involved? What do we do? We really want to know who you are as a human being. That's the truth. If you want to know why people get recommended, it's because I see how you are in times of stress. We see how you are in times of difficulty. take me serious or not with this helmet on, the words I speak are true. And I'm telling you right now, it's how you react during times of crisis. And here we are once again in the times of crisis, right after a hurricane. And look at around you, folks. Look at all the people coming together. You know what? I said this before. They put down their pen and they pick up their sword and their shield and they go to work and they protect the community and they're doing wonderful, wonderful things. So it's a beautiful thing. Get in here, Jackie.
Come on, Jackie.
Three's the company. Get your butts in the middle.
Come on in.
Let me tell you something. Speaking of wonderful people, you know, this woman who absolutely
Oh, we had
hates
to
me.
talk about her.
Oh, no, she
again.
doesn't hate you.
Hates me.
She hates me today. I
Oh,
almost
she
ran
hates.
her.
Oh, this is
I
great.
almost ran her off the road this morning.
Oh.
Yeah, she did. Listen, all I want to know is why I got given this silly pig and no one else did. So like, that's why I want to
Let's
know.
get a Chucky
Well,
mask
here's
on
the
or
problem.
something.
I just started bringing people in. I do what I want, people. Okay, I'm the talent here. Listen. So here's the deal.
Oh gosh, all right, the witch's hat, fix me. Here we go.
All right. So I don't know.
Sorry, Amanda.
I don't know. Oh my gosh, Amanda, that reminds me of my college girlfriend. Just a little bit. All right. So listen. Well, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So listen.
I don't think so. I'm
So
really
listen.
kidding.
So listen, let me tell you something. I don't know if you've noticed. I think you have noticed there, Mr. Tanner. But I think it's been all women. Well, I mean, minus the femininity of Ron that was here first, okay, because he's a little feminine. Besides that, it's been all women that are part of Huboween and make Huboween happen. So pay attention to that because it's the women that bring this together.
Oh, 100%. The ladies that we have in our office are 100 times better than any, myself or any of the other,
Yes.
Yeah,
So
they're incredible.
Jackie is
Organization.
our talent on stage. And I think there's going to be some banter, some lovely banter between this guy and this one, because it's a true love, it's a love-hate relationship all day. Jackie, tell us
Tanner
about
looking
Huboween.
at me laughing because he's like, this is gonna just be like a whole mess.
Can I just say this before Jackie says it? Because she's not going to say it. She's not going to say this about herself. I have not seen. Jackie is an actress. Like, she is pure talent. This woman will be on character, and you cannot break her.
No.
She's going to be on character the whole entire time, and she will not stop singing. From beginning to end, to the very last breath. This is why there's so much banter that goes on over here, because you cannot break this woman. So you are just so talented, and
Yeah,
we're like
so-
so lucky to have you.
I'm not gonna lie,
you.
I'm Team Jackie. So.
Yeah.
What the hell is happening?
I mean, I've known Tanner way longer than you, so
True,
like,
true.
I win.
Respect.
Tanner was there back in the days when I was doing shows at River Ridge, so he
There you
wins.
go.
But so I am Jackie. For anybody who doesn't know or more know me as Hocus Pocus. So my friends and I, we do Hocus Pocus. This is our 5th year, right? This is our 5th year. So we've done it every year since the beginning, and every year I'm like, we're gonna do something else, and every year everyone's like, no, you have to do Hocus Pocus. So we'll be back with the witches. This year we are being joined by Suncoast Gymnastics and Suncoast Dance Team, and they will be on stage performing as well with me. So we're gonna give those kids a lot of screams and praise because they deserve it just as much as me and my witches do. So we will be singing on the stage this year. Will not be a scare lot, which will be exciting because I did have a lot of feedback that everybody wanted to see the whole performance. And they drive through and they get like maybe 10 to 15 seconds if they're lucky.
She's the reason for the long line.
Son of a gun!
I wasn't
tried
gonna say
to move
nothing,
on.
but
But we did. We had some people that would stop and they really want to see the whole performance. And I do sing. It is me singing. So, it's going to be really nice this year. So while you're waiting to go into the park and you're in those lines, you'll get a little more of a show this year, which will be really great because we'll have the kids dancing. We'll be singing in full costume. We'll still be like, during those periods of time, maybe when like we do have a break, we won't be taking a break. We'll still be running around the cars and terrifying small children. So
But we have to
their
rest her
souls.
magical voice. We have to rest her magical
yes,
voice.
I do. I eat a lot of honey the night before. I've been singing my whole life, so I actually teach a musical theater class. So I'm excited to bring some of my kiddos. My own kiddo is always Danny every year, and we have a couple guys that dress up as Billy, the mummy, or not the mummy, the zombie. So like it's a whole like production, and I feel like every year it kind of gets, I've gotten a lot of feedback. Oh, we didn't get to hear you like do the beginning of the song, or we came in at the very end, you were just finishing, and then so this will be nice because you guys will get to actually hear us more. And then like Regan and I are always a joy to be around.
And
Keep
you're
it
gonna have
together.
you're gonna have the right sound system too. That you're gonna be able to hear all the way out.
Wait,
break.
She's gonna do a little.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
am I
Okay.
singing or am I talking?
I have to go to Rotary.
Okay, go to
Okay, all right.
Goodbye, Mrs. Hart.
Take the microphone.
There you go. Oh gosh. Okay. I put a spell on you, and now you're mine. You can't stop the things I do. I like. Been 300 years, right down to the day. Now the witch is back, and there's hell to pay.
Yay!
Oh my goodness.
All night
It
long.
gave me the tingles everywhere. I'm tingling all over. It's amazing.
And we just do it all night
I love that. I don't know how you do
over
that.
and over and over. Yeah.
Over.
And then I definitely, like, I'll come down with Billy and I'll scream in the windows and say, "You little maggots!" And the kids, of course, just love it. They
So,
laugh.
Let me tell you a story. I think it was about 20 years ago. Okay, so she was in this little section that she didn't like because all the cyclists were running over her. We won't talk about
That was the year before.
So,
The first
listen-
year.
Wait, let me finish back. Let me finish back. Okay, so listen. So at the very end, we get on a golf cart and we just want to say, okay, it's all over. So like I'm the last golfer that comes through and it says we're all over. I run up to her and she does not break character. And in character, she goes, "What do you want, you twit?"
I didn't say that.
Yes, it's on video.
I said you
You
maggot.
measured? I think you said twit. I think you did because it's my own special word. It's amazing. I loved it. She did not break character for 5 more minutes, and then I thought to myself, maybe she's not in character.
She probably wasn't.
My normal MO at this point now. And I love it too because I do photography. So like I do a lot of families and children photography. So I love when my clients get to come through and my kids, and I love to scare them. And it's great because it's a moment where they get to see Miss Jackie not as a professional, but they get to see me just as being crazy and silly and bringing my acting and singing. And yes, we sing all night long.
Perfect. Okay,
I'm
so
excited.
the last guest of today, Mrs. Marcia and Mrs. Jackie, you are excused.
Yeah,
You
I
may
know.
leave.
We can't
We
wait
love
to see
you.
guys.
We will see you later.
Bye, you little maggot.
Oh my
Someone
goodness.
take this
I hate to
in.
see you go, but I love to watch you leave. And we'll see you later. Lovely, lovely ladies. Bye, ladies. Okay, Mr. Brian Farrell is here. What? Sit the hell down. Sit. Come on, Brian.
No,
Okay, Brian said no. Listen, but
Let's talk about Brian.
Brian, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
I'll tell you what.
He said we did tell Brian. He's an amazing man. And Pasco,
Yes, thank
he
you.
actually already gave you a shout out, Brian.
Thank you.
So we just want to let you know, Brian Pasco is he's a fantastic man. He was going to come on, but he said, you know what? No, and he stood his ground, and I love him for it. Okay, all right. So here we are, last few minutes. What else do we need to tell them? So October 25th, October 26th, 6 to 10 p.m. We're stuffing the bags today. We got the VIP lines and then the hub grub at the same time, so people can eat food before or after the event. Anything else?
No, I just think, honestly, kind of like COVID last time, no pun intended, but I think this is going to be a perfect storm.
Oh, I like that.
People
I
wanna
like it,
get
but I
out.
don't. I'm a little.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
a little triggered right now, dude.
Yeah,
Okay, a little triggered right
a little
now.
bit.
But it could be the perfect storm, and I
People want to get out.
100%. I can't tell you how many people called and said, we want something to do. Please don't cancel this. Please don't cancel this. So we didn't cancel it. I promise you, we're going to come in and we're coming in hot, baby. We're coming in full and we're going to entertain and make sure the kids are happy and they're smiling and they're also scared.
You got those little flash things this year again, little smoke flash things.
So listen. Oh, do I have smoke?
I know. You have the
Listen,
smoke flashy things.
I have lots of tricks up these medium sleeve tees, okay?
I know. Do you hem those?
Let's
or-
go. Listen. I shop at Baby Gap on purpose, folks. It makes me look a lot larger than I am. So listen, here's the deal. We have oh my goodness, I have a brain fart. Walter Truzak.
Oh, awesome.
So he Dirty Works Landscaping. He became the noisemaker sponsor. I believe he has 500 flashbangers. Papa's gonna have fun tonight. It's gonna be fun. We got smoke bombs all over the place. So it's going to be a really, really, really good time. I promise you it's going to be a good time. So
I feel bad for your knees. When the smoke flashes come out, you like to get on it.
it's so true. It's so true. Listen, I don't move for about 7 to 9 days after. I need IV drips from Sambo.
Yeah, can we just have it there?
I think I'm going to bring Invigorate Wellness and just dose me up. right now with whatever I need to be dosed up with. But I just want to say thank you so much, Tanner, Kielty, and all the sponsors that are out there. Of course, underneath you have Nature's Coast Roofing, and also Burkett.
And so many others.
And there's so many sponsors, but listen, I can't mention them all, but we're going to mention them at the event on the LED screen that Fast Breaks Entertainment, lovely Phil, has been a sponsor for our stage as well. So many sponsors as well. Like I said, Brian Farrell from Pasco News, also marketing sponsor. So many wonderful people. Thank you, Tayler, behind the scenes. Thank you to the Kieltys. Thank you to everybody. We love you. Huboween, October 25th, 26th. See you soon.